Konnichiwa everyone, it's Dan from JaDan.co.uk, and this week I've been sick. So, yeah, I've been sick all week. I kind of sucked dick. I got norovirus, and that was super annoying. It was the first time I've been sick while I've been in Japan. And being sick in a new country where you don't really speak the language is not the fucking one. Like, it sucks being sick at home, but it's even harder in Japan where you don't understand how any of this shit works. So I'm gonna run through kind of like how my week was and what to expect if you get sick in Japan. So yeah, about 2 weeks ago at work, feeling fine, suddenly, boom, felt like I'd been hit by a truck or something. So, like, suddenly all my limbs hurt, everything ached, I had headache. I was shivering. I was like, fuck, maybe I'm getting ill. In Japan, when you get ill, the thing that most people do is they get one of these things. You get a mask. And it's not just so you can look like Sub-Zero and feel like a bad man. It's for a number of reasons. But to be honest, I fucking hate this mask. The more I talk, the further it moves down my face. And I've got a little beard poking out the bottom, which makes it annoying. So to be honest, I fucking hate wearing this mask. I'm gonna take it off. Oh, that's better. I can itch my beard. Yeah, so people in Japan fucking love these things, these masks. So you'll often see people wearing them, and they wear them for a number of reasons. Like, if you're sick, you kind of want to keep the germs to yourself and not infect somebody else. That's kind of benevolent. Cheers, Japan. Good guy, Japan. Another reason people wear them is like allergies. So right now it's hay fever season, so lots of people are wearing these to try and keep the pollen away from their fucking nose and mouth so they don't die or whatever. That's kind of cool. And people wear them, I think some people just wear them because they look cool, right? They love Sub-Zero or some shit, so they want to look like him. And women tend to wear them because they don't want to wear makeup sometimes. That's fucking smart. If I had to wear makeup every day, you better believe 99% of the time I'd be wearing a mask. I just halved my fucking workload straight up. So yeah, I respect that. Anyway, masks, they're very cheap. You buy them from like pharmacies or drugstores or some shit. And people wear them. To be honest, I don't like wearing it because it's uncomfortable and it's pretty alien to me. Like, in England we don't do this, so this is pretty alien. And to be honest, I didn't really wear a mask much this week, but it looks better on the video, so I thought I'd put it on, you know. Okay, the second point was that when people find out I was ill, like I got norovirus, so like, you know, like vomiting, diarrhea, all that good stuff, and like I couldn't eat anything, like I just fucking couldn't eat anything. So people were like, oh, you need to drink Pocari Sweat. Up until now, Pocari Sweat was just something I saw in vending machines and just laughed. I was like, ah, Pocari Sweat. But it's like isotonic drinking water. So it's got like electrolytes and shit in it.
It's got electrolytes.
So when you get ill, you need to stay hydrated. So people kept buying me like Pocari Sweat or Aquarius, which is like another version of the same thing. And I drank so much of that shit this week. It's not that good because it's got a lot of sugar in it. But when you're dying, like, who gives a fuck about sugar? Like, I drank so much of that shit just to keep moving, because obviously most of the time this happening I was still going to work, because, you know, Japan. So yeah, I drank a lot of Pocari Sweat. That was pretty cool. The next thing I noticed was that when you look ill or you mention that you're ill, people in Japan are fucking obsessed with if you've got a fever or not. I don't know why, but like, if you cough near someone, the first question they're going to ask is like, Mitsu garimasu ka? I don't fucking know, I'm English. In England we don't give a fuck about temperature. Like, I can't remember the last time I took my own temperature with a thermometer. Like, I don't know when that was. I don't think I ever did that, like voluntarily. I don't just have a thermometer and just like, you know, do that shit. But in Japan, everyone's got a thermometer and everyone's super fucking sensitive to if you've got a fever or not. So if you do get ill in Japan, be prepared to answer that question like hundreds of times. Do you have a fever? Yeah, probably, I don't know, who cares? And everyone in Japan, like I said, has got a thermometer. It's kind of weird. So maybe they keep it in the kitchen drawer with all the other tap that they don't know what to do, like screwdrivers and shit. But yeah, so that's a big deal here too. The next step for me was to like try and get some medicine, like over-the-counter medicine. So I went to the Arca drugstore in my house. It's just like super drug back home, I guess. You can buy over-the-counter medicine and hair dye and all that shit. So yeah, that was fun, like trying to fucking buy ibuprofen, because you can't buy paracetamol. And ibuprofen in Japanese is ibuprofen. So that was fucking hard work at first. I was like, oh, do you have ibuprofen? Oh, sumimasen, wakaranai. Ibuprofen? Ah, sumimasen. Wakaranai. Ibuprofen? Ah, no, hold on. Ah, sorry. Nah. So, I don't know why ibuprofen became ibuprofen in Japan, but it did, and that's the life that we live. So I bought some like ibuprofen, and I bought just like general medication to try like clear fever and whatever. So, to be honest, over-the-counter medicine in Japan's not that good, and it's kind of expensive. So like I paid a bit of money, and the medicine I got didn't really do anything. So yeah, that was not the most positive experience. And to find out what to buy, I had to kind of Google it. So I just Googled like medication in Japan. I found a page with like loads of cool shit that you could. So I just kind of went with the name after a while. I was like, this one, please. Because of course I was ill. Like it's hard enough at the best of times to speak Japanese, but when I'm ill, like I'm fucking brain dead. So I was like, what? Nah, what? Moikai. Wait, nani? So that was good fun. The guy must have been like, what the fuck is this gaijin doing? But I was trying to get better, dude. What do you want? Leave me alone. So after the over-the-counter medicine stopped working, or wasn't working, I decided, okay, it's time. I need to go to the fucking doctor. In England, we don't really go to the doctor unless it's kind of like important. Like you have a cold or a fever or like sickness and diarrhea. You don't really go to the doctor unless it's been going on for like 3 years. So, but in Japan it's different. People go to the doctor for everything. And I'm not really sure why, but it's like, yay, doctors, let's go to the doctor, woo! So I'm not really sure what happened there, but I eventually decided to go to the doctor, and that was a fucking experience in itself. Like, I went to a clinic, and I took Shorty-chan with me, like my friend Shorty, because I was fucking scared. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I'd never been to a doctor in Japan. I was worried about the language barrier. The doctor didn't speak English. So it was good to have her there, but it was also like not cool because I had to explain to her what was wrong, which is kind of embarrassing anyway. And then she had to explain to the doctor what was wrong, and that kind of sucked. But overall, the clinic was pretty good. Like, I went in without an appointment, sort of chilled out. The whole time I was there, maybe 3 hours or something. But in that time, I saw a nurse, I saw a doctor, I had a CT scan, I had my bloods taken, I had weight, height, I even had a camera stuck up my ass. That was good fun. Especially because I didn't really see it coming. Like, they took me to a room. This is kind of a funny story. It's embarrassing, but it's funny. So they took me to like a little room with a bed, and I was like, uh-oh. Like, alarm bells. Like, okay, lay on the bed and like, take your pants off. Like, uh-oh. It's like, and then I want you to face the wall and pretend you're going to sleep. Like, fuck, this is not going to be good. So, yeah, next thing, I had a camera in my ass. I kind of felt sorry for the woman who had to do it. Like, that must not be a perk of the fucking job. And I couldn't make eye contact afterwards. I was like, oh, arigatou gozaimasu. But yeah, that was some good shit. And then, like 2 minutes later, I'm in the doctor's office with the CT scan and the camera on the screen and shit. Shorty's still there the whole time. Fucking hell. So, yeah, that was pretty entertaining. The doctor made fun of me for being fat. Well, okay, that's cool. My life already sucked, so thanks for that. And he saw the CT scan. He was like, oh, this looks like tempura with all the fat around the outside of the meat. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, dude, just give me some medicine, bro. Now, leave me the fuck alone, I'm dying here. Of course, not really dying. From Yorkshire, innit? Hard as fuck. So, yeah, anyway, in the whole time I was there, maybe 3 hours, I had all this shit done. And it cost me around 7,000 yen, I think, which is probably about 50 quid. Which seems like a lot, but it could have been a lot more expensive. Because, like, in Japan, I'm part of national healthcare. So every month I pay an amount to my local city or whatever, and I get a healthcare card. And this means like 70% they pay and I pay 30%. So that meant that I only paid 30% of the cost. So it wasn't so bad, all things considering everything that they did. But it was still a little bit more expensive than like a doctor's visit in England. So, but you know, them's the breaks. And after that, the doctor gave me a prescription for some medicine. He prescribed me some like antibiotics and some other stuff. And I had to take this round the corner to like a pharmacy to fill the prescription, right? So yeah, that was kind of cool. The prescription is kind of cheap. You get the option of like name brand or like generic drugs. Obviously I'm tight, so I chose generic. And yeah, basically I had to fill out some forms and show my health card again. And that was maybe like 2,000 yen for the medicine. And in Japan, they don't really give you like more than you need. You get like the exact amount you need for this illness, and you just take it all until it's gone, and then that's the end of that. So the funny thing that happened though is like, obviously I'm a big dude. So the doctor was like, well, usually we give 1 antibiotic per day to people who weigh like half of your size. And I'm not allowed to give you like 2 a day. So what I'll do is I will prescribe it for 10 days instead of 5 days, and you can just kind of take 2 a day. Okay, I guess that's the life I'm living. And we don't have a rule in Japan for twice for 5 days. Okay, well I guess once for 10 days, but lying is cool. Whatever. So yeah, I eventually got some medicine and I took that, and after maybe a week or so I'm starting to feel a bit more human and, you know, kind of getting back to normal. I'm back at work. I did have to take some time off work, but my homie David covered for me. Cheers Dave, that was fucking awesome. And it's been a bit of a ball ache, the whole thing, beginning to end, but yeah, starting to get better. So getting sick in your own country kind of sucks, but getting sick in a new country where there's all these barriers, like I'm kind of isolated, there's not really many people to come and take care of me. I don't speak the language very well, so going to the doctors was hard work. I mean, the doctor spoke to me. He didn't speak English, he was just Japanese, and I understood maybe like 10% of what he was telling me. And because I'm brain dead anyway, I was like, yeah, cool. What? Yeah, okay, E. coli, yeah, got it, cool. Medicine, antibiotic, yeah, I heard that one, cool. So that was a bit of a scary experience, but it's something that was inevitable, right? I was bound to get ill eventually. But I thought I'd just give you this video to kind of show what to expect if you get ill in Japan and what to do. Best advice to give you is just, A, don't get sick. And if you do get sick, just go to the doctor, that's what everyone else does. Maybe they give better medicine or some shit, I don't know, but people are fucking mad for a doctor around here. So yeah, go to doctors and they'll fucking sort a bro out, innit? Anyway, thanks for watching my little rambling video about being ill in Japan. Be sure to fucking hit me up on social media, links are in the description box below. And as always, until next time, Jamata!